There's a silent assassin in world football. He doesn't trash talk. He doesn't flash expensive cars or cause drama. He just shows up and destroys you.
100% world-class footballer who will decide matches now for the rest of his career, I believe, at the top level, at the top table, alongside the best players. And I think he would have gone into this game, just like Declan Rice, and gone, right, on their team, they've got Jude Bellingham, Declan Rice, that's against me. Oh, you've got Vinicius and Mbappe, Saka will be judging himself against those.
He plays with that smile, that confidence, and like it's every boy's dream or every fan's dream, that he's living it, and that's how he plays his football.
Opponents think they've prepared for him. Analysts think they've figured him out. Fans, they still underestimate him.
Saka's overrated, bro. Whoa. Don't get me wrong, I think he's very, very good, and he's better than what I thought he could become, but he doesn't do anything that I would say is world class.
He's not top 3 in the world, but he's in like top 10, top 15 players in the world, and I could see him getting better.
But once the whistle blows, it's already too late. Bukayo Saka, the smiling nightmare, the unassuming executioner who is quietly ripping apart the biggest clubs and defenders on earth. This isn't about potential anymore. This isn't about what he could become. This is about what he already is. A weapon, a monster, a force every club, every coach, and every defender should fear. Today, we're pulling back the curtain and showing you exactly why everyone must fear Bukayo Saka before he destroys even more. He walks onto the pitch with a gentle smile, calm, composed, almost too polite for the chaos of elite football. No ego, no drama, no need for the spotlight. At first glance, Bukayo Saka looks like your favorite teammate's younger brother, tagging along for the experience. And that's exactly what makes him so dangerous. He doesn't come with the fanfare of a generational talent. He doesn't scream for attention. But once the whistle blows, everything changes. That quiet kid becomes a ghost, slipping past defenders, haunting backlines, and turning world-class fullbacks into training cones. In the beginning, teams didn't take him seriously. Why would they? A teenager from Hale End with a soft face and even softer voice. On his Premier League debut at just 17, he looked like a placeholder, not a prodigy. But every touch, every run told a different story. Opponents backed off, Saka punished them. Against Frankfurt in 2019, the illusion shattered. Just 18 years old and already playing like a seasoned killer. 1 goal, 2 assists, and absolute control. It wasn't a breakout, it was a statement. Saka had arrived. Since then, the same pattern has repeated itself across Europe. They underestimate him. He humbles them again and again. And the worst part, you don't see it coming. There's no warning, no arrogance, no wild gestures, just Bukayo quiet and smiling, until you're on the ground chasing shadows. This is the genius of Bukayo Saka. His innocence isn't a mask, it's the weapon. And by the time you realize it, he's already behind you, already scored, and already jogging back like nothing happened. That's not just talent, that's terrifying. But that was just the beginning. That quiet, smiling teenager who embarrassed Bundesliga veterans in the Europa League. He's gone. In his place stands a 22-year-old killer. Faster, stronger, sharper. A blueprint of the modern winger, engineered for destruction. Bukayo Saka didn't just evolve, he transformed. At 17, he was a bright spark. At 22, he's a full-blown inferno. Back then, you saw flashes, exciting bursts of pace, moments of bravery, hints of tactical brilliance. Now, you see a fully formed weapon. His acceleration is explosive. His upper body strength is a nightmare for defenders trying to shove him off the ball. And his mind? Calculated, ruthless, always 2 moves ahead. The dribbles that once looked instinctive are now surgical. He doesn't just beat you, he removes you from the play. A drop of the shoulder, a glance at the fullback's footing, and then boom, he's gone. And the ball's already in the box or curling into the far corner. This is no longer the kid who made cameos off the bench. This is a cold, technical finisher who tortures world-class defenders weekly. Look at his performance against Manchester United in January 2023. He didn't just score, he terrorized the back line. Wout Weghorst had to backtrack just to double up on him. Didn't matter. Saka still unleashed a rocket into the bottom corner from distance. A goal that summed up his evolution into a deadly striker. Or rewind to England versus Senegal at the 2022 World Cup. Big stage, big pressure. Saka, ice cold. He scores. He dances through defenders like it's Sunday League. No nerves, no hesitation, just execution. And that's the most frightening part. He's not just evolving, he's perfecting. Every season, he returns sharper. Every defender he breaks adds to the file. And every match, the gap between potential and elite fades a little more. Because Bukayo Saka is no longer becoming something special. He is something special. Right now, right here, and he's only just getting started. You can see it now. Defenders don't even pretend to relax when he gets the ball. They panic, shift their shape, call for backup like he's some kind of natural disaster. Because he is. This is what happens when talent evolves into terror. Bukayo Saka isn't just good. He's unpredictable. 1 second, he's on the touchline, wide as the chalk. The next, he's cut inside and curled at top bins, and your left back's still spinning, wondering where he went. You try to force him inside, he goes wide. Close his left, he shifts to his right. Tighten the gap, he slips through the eye of a needle. It's a nightmare, because there's no pattern. No stop him if he does this. There's just chaos. And it's dressed in an Arsenal shirt with Saka on the back. And let's talk about that ambidexterity. This man's got 2 feet like he's got 2 swords. Left foot, right foot. It doesn't matter. He'll whip across with his right, then snipe a finish with his left 5 minutes later. You can't guide him onto a weaker side when both sides hurt. But the real fear, it's the end product. We're talking 14 goals, 11 assists in the Premier League last season. That's not creative young talent. That's cold-blooded production. And it doesn't come in flashes, it's relentless. Every 90 minutes, you know he's either scoring, assisting, or forcing you to do something stupid. Opponents have tried everything. Double mark him, triple mark him, sit deep, foul early. It doesn't work. Look at the game against Liverpool, October 2022. Saka didn't just play. He torched them, scored twice, one from open play, one from the penalty spot. Trent, toast. Van Dijk, scrambling. Klopp's men tried to box him in, and he walked right through it. This is why teams fear Bukayo Saka, because even when you build the whole game plan around stopping him, he still gets out, still scores, still wins. And when a player becomes unplannable, that's when he becomes unstoppable. But here's what truly separates Bukayo Saka from the rest. It's not just the feet, it's the mind. You can study his tactics, you can train for his pace, you can double up, triple up, park the bus if you want, but none of that matters if you can't break him mentally. And believe me, they've tried. Remember Euro 2020 final, Wembley, penalty shootout, the weight of a nation on a 19-year-old's shoulders? He missed, and then the world turned. Abuse, racism, headlines, hate. Most players, most humans don't come back from that. That kind of trauma, it breaks careers. But not Saka. He didn't hide. He didn't sulk, he rose. Next season, he was better. Season after that, even better. He turned pain into fuel, and now every time he steps on the pitch, you can see it. The scars are there, but they don't weaken him. They armor him. And that mental toughness, it's terrifying. Watch him against aggressive defenders. They try to kick him, shove him, get in his head. He doesn't react. He doesn't dive. He just destroys them. Take the Arsenal versus Manchester United clash. Veterans trying to rattle him. Shirt pulls, late challenges, constant pressure. Saka never flinched. He kept taking the ball, kept driving forward. Then, bang, goal. And just like that, the bullies were the ones backing off. Or Liverpool at Emirates. You'd think that Anfield veterans could contain him. Nope. They tried to rough him up. Saka just danced through it. Drew fouls, created chaos, scored, smiled. That's the scariest part. You can't rattle him. You can't intimidate him. He's already been through the fire. And now every defender that steps up to challenge him isn't just fighting talent. They're up against a mentality forged in heartbreak and built for revenge. You can talk about flair. You can talk about mentality. But numbers don't lie. And Bukayo Saka's numbers, they're terrifying. Let's look at the trend. Season after season, his goal contributions keep rising. From 12 to 18 to 24, now pushing 50 plus in all competitions. That's not improvement, that's ascension. He's not just involved, he's deciding games. 10 assists in the Premier League already this season, 6 goals, and we're only halfway through. But it's the creativity that haunts defenders. Saka has created more than 100 chances this season, 43 of them being labeled big chances. That's not just good, that's elite. And when the pressure cranks up, he doesn't fade. He rises. Big games, he thrives. Goals against United, assists against City, torched Liverpool, against the Big Six. He's got over 20 direct goal contributions and counting. Now, compare him to the so-called global superstars in his age group. Phil Foden, close but less consistent. Vinicius Jr., explosive but not as complete. Saka's doing it week in, week out in the Premier League, under the spotlight. Oh, and just so you know, at 23, he already has more Premier League goal contributions than Cristiano Ronaldo had at the same age. Yeah, that Ronaldo. You see the stats, you see the trajectory. This isn't some breakout season. This is a pattern, a warning. And if the world isn't scared yet, They should be. So now the picture is complete. We've looked at the deceptively quiet nature that hides a ruthless competitor. We've tracked his physical and tactical evolution from a promising teenager to a lethal weapon on the wing. We've seen how defenders and entire teams are forced to reshape their game plans just to deal with him, and still fail. And we've gone through the numbers that prove this isn't just eye test hype. It's real, measurable, unstoppable. Bukayo Saka has become one of the most complete players in world football. And he's doing it in the most demanding league on the planet. He's consistent, he's clinical, and most importantly, he's fearless. He's outgrown the promising talent label. That ship sailed 2 seasons ago. Now, he's in the same conversation as world-class stars, not because of potential, but because of production. Because every week, he shows up. Every week, he delivers. Whether it's the Premier League, the Champions League, or wearing the England shirt, Saka performs. He's not just part of the future of football, he is the future and the present. Bukayo Saka isn't coming, he's already here. And if you're not scared yet, you're already too late. Because the most dangerous thing about him, he's only getting started. So if you're an opponent, good luck. If you're a fan, enjoy the ride. And if you're still doubting him, you're watching the wrong sport. And that wraps up today's video. If you enjoyed it, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe for more content just like this. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.